everybody, I'm Gordon Smith and I'm a medium. Now what that means is that I have the ability to connect with higher consciousness. And higher consciousness is really just the part of all of us that belongs in this world and in the afterlife, the spirit world. And some of you might think, well, how can I belong in two different worlds? Well, you already do. We have this part of our being, our physical body, that lives and occupies the space in the physical world. And it is subject to physical feelings, even to emotions and stuff. But the higher part of your consciousness, the spiritual part of you, already exists in a higher realm. Now, there's a reason why I tell you this. Because as mediums, we don't just go around giving people information and messages about life after death. Part of our job is to tell you about life in the now, from the spirit world's point of view, which does affect you. So there's so many people today discovering things because there's so much information available to us. And I say that because you can find information everywhere. And to a lot of people, that is quite scary. That's quite frightening to have all this information coming at you at once. Now, it's frightening on a human level, but it's absolutely fine on a spiritual level. I know this. I know this for a fact. It's not even a belief. Because through my life, I have been involved in practice of mediumship, which allows me to connect with the higher spirit and let them give evidence, not belief, evidence that they have survived what we call human death. So one of the big things about knowing that and knowing it for certain is that it takes away your fear of living. I say it everywhere I go. If you can get over your fear of living, you will lose your fear of dying. Losing your fear of dying is so important in this life, and learning that this life is an actual purposeful event in all of our soul journeys. Because we come into this world to experience particular events and episodes that will increase our own spirituality, our own understanding. So some people will be born who have not had many lives or experiences, and because of that, they may feel closed. They may feel frightened. They may feel they don't want to take part in different experiences in life. Whereas others are happy to go out there into the world and try to experience everything they can, because they know in their heart that this world is full of wonder. This world is full of lessons. And this is how spiritual-minded people look at this world, not as challenges, as experiences, as lessons, as opportunities. So, though the world goes through some very dark times, there are other experiences happen with this, where you grow out of it and you become a better, stronger person because of it. One of my biggest experiences coming into the world of mediumship and spirituality was just that. I think as a young person, I grew up in a world where there was lots of fear, lots of anxiety. And it was through discovering this higher self, higher notion, that I learned how to bring balance to my world, that I learned to teach this self, the physical self, not to be afraid. And that was something I did because of the different experiences I had. So instead of locking myself away in a little world where fear becomes the dominating factor, I decided to face my fears and accomplish things beyond them. The world today is filled with the notion of fear because of all the information we have. And I think what happens when the world en masse becomes afraid, then there becomes almost a shadow over the world. But one of my messages that has been given to me by the spirit world throughout my life, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. The moment you know that, you can rise above that.